Alright, hello there guys. So today is the 26th of March. In this video we're just going to do a trade recap, see the trades we took this week, why did we take them, how did it play out, how could have it played out, and on. Let's see, let's start here with our trading history. Okay, so today is the 26th, we'll do from 19, that's a whole week. The first trade we took was on GBP JPY. Let's go ahead and look on the 20th. All right, let's go all the way back. About 1 hour first. Okay, so this is at 1 p.m. Yeah, this is the one right here. So just we don't lose it like that. That's good enough. Okay, so on the 4 hour, clearly market created a support here. Next candle bullish, the next one so on. So I assume as soon as the current candle started to break the high of the previous candle, we took that buy, but let's see how. Yeah, okay, on the 1 hour we can clearly see that we had a resistance here. Market did create a support down here, bullish, small support, broke this resistance on the 1 hour. The next candle we waited for it to close above, obviously, because we had rejections to the left hand side. Looking on the 30 minutes, the 30-minute, this candle that we're on closed bullish. The next one didn't quite make a strong impulse to the upside, but on New York Open, 3 minutes after New York Open, we did expect volume to continue driving the candle up, especially for this scenario that we're seeing here with a smaller body candle. It is, to my knowledge at least, it is indication that we still have space to move, and take into account to the left hand side that we had a clean range. So this doji candle, you want to call it, indecisive candle, for me mostly looks like a rejection to the downside. Okay, it does have a small body candle, but expecting volume to break through. That's what happened here. Obviously it was a break-even trade because clearly we did some risk management. Oh, we took this trade twice. Okay, because I'm seeing down here. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. So as soon as this candle was breaking the high of the previous one, we took buys. Didn't quite play out. Basically at break even, I want to say. The next trade we took about a couple of minutes afterward. I guess as soon as it was breaking this high, started to break. Let's see on the 15 for more information, but I think, yeah. So I guess it started to break, started to reject it because it broke as soon as it opened. Kind of, yeah. But it's on a 15 minutes, so it was less a confirmation. Okay, I remember this trade. All right, so it was a loss basically because this, let's just count it as one trade as a loss. Didn't quite let the candle, yeah, the 15-minute candle play out. What I should have done is close this. If this current candle had turned bearish, then I would close entirely. On this, I should have closed half, and then as soon as the candle flipped bearish, close the other half entirely. So the next trade we take was on the 22nd. Yeah, let's head over. Let's see here at 7 a.m. Was it? Yeah, that's it. 22nd, 7 a.m. GBP JPY. This was a losing trade. Oh, interesting. Oh, and we took this trade twice. Okay, why all the way over there? Let's see. And 26. Okay, right. So obviously I can see that this here on a 1 hour at least, we had resistance created, candle broke. As soon as it broke, so strong actually. Let's see on the 15, on the 30, how was this? Oh, okay. Hmm. So I want to say that this is, I'm trying to remember the trades. I want to say that this trade we did take an impulse entry right here because it broke the resistance and it was breaking the previous wicks made. Yeah. And the whole idea was to just push on forward. On the 30-minute, we can see that this candle, And I'm trying to remember if we did enter it whilst it was going up and we did manage to catch this pips. I don't believe so, because 20 pips I would have taken that easily and not wait for it to move further on up. Yeah, I think that's what happened right here. You can see it better on the 5 minutes that we did take the buy and the candle just started to reject it quickly. That is why we just closed it entirely. Again, it being an impulse entry, lower probability of this working out. We still took it either way, and obviously it didn't turn out as you can see, but candle at some point did make this move up. Moving on to the next one, 752. Okay, this candle closed. The next candle opened. As we was about to break the high, we took the buys. Get that part. Didn't actually move enough for us to keep on this trade. And as soon as it started to reject, about 61 pips, we closed it entirely. So about 3 trades in a row that were losses here. Obviously, we could have done better, especially on this one that we're talking currently about. We could have just held it a bit longer, saw it better on the 5 minute here. That, where is this? Yeah, that it started to reject quickly. What we could have done is close half, wait for this to finish, and the next candle it would have moved on up again. So close half here or not. What would have been better here? See, I do understand that it was an impulse entry, and impulse entries are riskier. So doing you are risking more, obviously, but what I want to say here is that we should have entered with a dynamic risk right at the start. So you are taking a trade which is already managed in risk because you enter with lesser position on it, if that made sense. Yeah, I think that would have been the best move here. And then obviously if we would have gone up, great, amazing. If not, then we would only risk half of what we were wanting to lose in the first place. Yeah, wanting to lose in the first place. So 3 trades in a row, losses. Obviously the impulse entry, we already talked about that one. And the 7 on the dot. Yeah, the next one. The next one, what could have we done better here? Yeah, first of all, should have not have taken this trade as we were far away from broken support. Should have waited for market to create some sort of support. From that support, the next candle would have pushed on up. We did find resistance all the way up here, but anyway, that's another story. Moving on to gold here on the 22nd at 6 p.m. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. Oh, is it all this? 22nd, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What was this? What is this? Oh, this has to be FOMC. Obviously, I'm a FOMC. I mean, yeah. So FOMC trade we took here on 6 p.m. So the whole idea of FOMC, I don't know if you remember the news, but the numbers were they were expecting gold to go down because the US numbers were good. This was the forecast, obviously. So I did have buy stops and sell stops. My sell stops were somewhat about here below the previous 30-minute candle, but the buy stops were all the way above here. So my idea was I was expecting the market to either break the support or the resistance areas that it previously created. As soon as it did that, it was a clear intention that it was going to move towards that side. So we did have a strong bullish candle right at the start. My buy stops, yeah, were activated right here. I did close it at about 10 pips, close it fully because, well, it's a high volume time, and as soon as it hits, it has a greater impact, so it has a great risk of it being a volatile candle. So I did close that, waited for it to close entirely to proceed to the next trade, which was, yeah, that's it, which were both winning trades. The next trade was as soon as it started to turned bearish because it started, made its lower wick. As soon as it flipped bearish, that's when we entered the trade. Yeah, continuation, clean zones to the left hand side here. 30 minutes, same scenario, clean zones all the way from this break. Well, we took the trades actually before, but clean trade, clean ranges all the way to the left hand side here, about 80 pips, and it just played out beautifully. And we closed partials at about 20 pips, I believe, and then the next one's at about 50 pips. The next trade was GPP GPY at midday, 23rd, 23rd. Here it is. Okay. Took this trade. Let's see this on the 1 hour, see if we can get a bigger picture of this. So market did break up, created support right here, expecting continuation because we didn't have this resistance. I mean, all these confirmations on this resistance. We just had this small resistance created here. We did have it also here, but as soon the market created a support, since we are on a new excuse me, new uptrend on the 30-minute, yeah, same thing. That's why. Okay, so market created support. As soon as we were breaking these wicks to the left hand side, we did have clean range all the way up here and expecting volume to keep on pushing up because we were approaching NY open. So this is pre-NY volume that I was expecting to happen here, but as we can see, it just started to consolidate, waiting for, well, yeah, even after London Open. Anyway, so we did take the buys here, anticipated volume to continue pushing it forward. We did close at half, I want to say, or about 90% at 65 pips, and the other rest at about 20. The next trade, yeah, was on gold. I think this was the last trade we took of the week. This is on gold. We did sell gold at, yeah, about 8:30. So the whole idea, as you can see here, if you look at it on 1 hour, we did create this support. So if we would break above, I'll be looking for buys. Obviously, if we did break below, I'll be looking for sells. What happened was that market did create a wick. I was waiting it to close. It closed bearish. The next candle, as soon as it started to break the low of the previous candle, I took a sell, expecting volume to just keep on pushing this down because it was pre-London volume, and at London Open you get all of that confluence of volume to just come in and drag this further down, but it didn't happen. It did stop around here, but I did take my trade, about 88 pips, I think. Yeah, about 88 pips. I took 50%. The rest I closed it entirely. Oh, right at this resistance, actually. Sorry, support on the left hand side. I closed it because of that, expecting it to reject and to see where it either closed below or above, and it ended up closing above, and the market did what it had to do. Either way, not the best week, but still, we started with hard losses right here. We took a look at those. Also ended up with some good wins, especially for FOMC, that I think both the trades that I took were great. All right, so that's about it.